Out we go. How are you enjoying your cake?
It's like pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Tastes
Lovely.
like a Halloween dream.
Lincoln Navigator. The only thing 4th of July about the entire episode was Ben saying Independence Day for 5 seconds. And then the rest of the episode was Katie hopping on top of Ben screaming at him about eating carrots in her bed. They were there and his grandma was really evil and bad. How she killed his mom and his dad and his aunt and uncle. Yeah, and then Ben went and killed the grandma because she was evil and bad. And that was like really dark.
I've always given Ben somewhat of a dark side, like, and I realized that came from. Do you remember when I was making that Cricker drama show game? I gave Ben I gave Ben the dark side in that, and that's where that came into play. So here's the ratings for the episodes. Here's my ratings. Dr. Pepsi, acting 5 out of 10. So, nothing good, nothing bad. Story 3 out of 10. It didn't really add anything. We didn't know what we were doing. Comedy was 5 out of 10 because there were some funny parts in it for sure. So it got a total of 13 out of 30. That's an F. Carrot Candy. It was 4s across the board. 4 for acting, 4 for story, 4 for comedy. It got it 1 more point in story over the other one because he added in Munchabums and Chloe's inventor kick, whatever. Overall, it was just a... What's going on? Why is this an episode? Frank the Robot, 1 for acting, 2 for story, just because it added more to Chloe in terms of invention and then also people in her basement. It wasn't touched upon there, but that's what was going on. Why is our comedy show so dark? I did 1 for comedy because it wasn't funny. The 4 minutes and 20 seconds of the video were agonizing. It got a 4 out of 30, which is an F as well. That's the worst rated episode. Number 4, which is Drunken Munchabums, which thankfully Katie and Ben were able to pull it up a little bit, but whatever the frick Ricky's character's name was just
Charlie.
Charlie was bad. Acting was 6 out of 10. Story was 2 out of 10. Comedy was 6 out of 10 because there were some funny parts with Katie and Ben. That one was 14 out of 30, which is also an F. I refer to episodes 2 through 4 as the dark ages of Cricker Drama Show. They're bad. Dark Horse, that's where Ben started to come into play and Nikki was introduced, or Nike. Per Ben. 6 out of 10 for the acting, 4 out of 10 for the story, and 7 out of 10 for comedy, because there's some great parts in there, like he'd be like Wab to Nikki. So that one was rated 17 out of 30, the highest rated episode by me to date at that point. Right? New directors, choose and marriage. Most of that I liked. There were some parts I'm like, why? 7 out of 10 acting, 6 out of 10 story, 7 out of 10 comedy. I'm pretty harsh on my stuff. Slinky Moo Moo Water Play. I love the idea for that one. The main reason I wanted to do that is because I thought it'd be funny and also because I gave an option for you guys to cool down. Acting is 7, story is 5 because I added more into the story. Episode 6 had a better story score because I added in Slinky Moo Moo and a couple other things. And the hobo, that was where the hobo came into play.
We don't actually have Slinky Moo Moo anymore. We have to get another one.
Yeah. Which is sad. Anyways, that one got 19 out of 30. 1 point less than the last one, but still not bad. The montage. I refer to this as the filler episode of Cricker Drama Show. Episode 8 was actually a part in the show where it was like a day of like John and Katie and Ben just having fun. You got to learn more about them and get more attached to them and like, you know, who they are. And 7 out of 10 for acting, 7 out of 10 for story, and 9 out of 10 for comedy because there's some gold in there. 23 out of 30. Episode 9, The Visit. Self-explanatory. It was rated 11 out of 30 because nobody wanted to film that night except for you. And I also want to point out that episode 9 was filmed at the house and it was supposed to be out before new director's Shoes and Marriage. So really it would have been but even it should have been episode 6 because new director's Shoes and Marriage was filmed at and that's episode 6. So it would have been 7. Slinky Moo Water Play would have been 8, and so on and so forth. The Quest Part 1. I really like that one. I think 10 did a great job. That introduced Auntie Coco. She actually came into play in an episode that was never released, where we all played different characters for some reason. I don't even remember what character I was playing, but there's Auntie Coco, Dexter, and then I was some British person. We had filmed it, and we're like, this is crap. We're getting rid of it. But Auntie Coco made it in, and Dexter made it in. My character didn't because what's an episode without Ben? Frank the Robot, that's what it is. 7 out of 10 on acting, 8 out of 10 on story, 9 out of 10 on comedy, for a total of 24 out of 30. Ben's Yogurt, that one, there was some bloopers in there already where I snorted soda out of my nose, started laughing, and then proceeded to burp really loud, and then we couldn't be serious the whole rest of the thing, and Ria was like making weird ass noises the whole time. I didn't even know what she was doing, honestly. She's like, yeah. Anyways, 7 out of 10 for acting, because I mean Chloe and Ben, and John was starting to come into his own a little bit. 8 out of 10 for story, because I added in some stuff about Ben being smart, more Slinky Moo Moo stuff, Chloe's invention stuff like that. 9 out of 10 on comedy, because there were some great parts, 24 out of 30, and then we really started to drop off again. That was when we got to episode 12. That was with Johnny Boy Jr. 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10, and 5 out of 10 for 15 out of 30, and I don't think that was too harsh. That episode was really weird. Like, John had an assistant all of a sudden, and for whatever reason, John was really mean during that episode. I don't know if you remember, but John was literally like, Ben, I have a new assistant. I want you to be nice to him, okay? I'm like, what is going on? Then we get to Miss Muffin Top, which for some reason we decided that we were going to have a robot, more like kidnap victim, but whatever, robot episode without Chloe being there. Literally, I was just talking to a computer the whole time, or Ben was talking to a computer. We're filming.
Hey, there's the grandpa.
I'm gonna come back as a guest actor.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, he is.
you will.
And the movie.
You
Second
always
movie.
do good. I want to tell you, whenever I show my friends those videos, they think that you do a great job. They think you're hilarious. They just bust a gut laughing anytime you come on screen. At the end, they're all, he deserves an award. Miss Muffin Top, I don't get it. Why? We could have ripped out that entire episode and it wouldn't have made a difference. That one was rated 12 out of 30. Lowest rated in a while. We went from 24 to 12. Nikki's back. That was 5s across the board because the person who played Nikki, Haley, had no idea what she was doing anymore with Nikki. She turned her into a country girl for some reason, but it's because she hadn't acted as Nikki in like 2 years. So I don't blame her. But then the next episode, Eat a Munch Bum, gold. 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, and 9 out of 10 for a total of 25 because there were some great moments in there and I liked it a lot. Mugu Gai Pan, which I rated, I believe, 26 out of 30. I liked a lot of the elements in that. Auntie Coco was in it. My only issue with it was the fact that it was, some of the sound bouncing was bad. Like, I remember everything that was going on that day. I remember exactly what we did, what we said, but obviously other people aren't gonna know. Otherwise, it was a good episode. The Halloween episode, I rated that one a 28 out of 30. It was 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the story, 9 out of 10 for acting, 9 out of 10 for comedy. Or maybe it was 29 out of 30, either way. Once we get to episode 15 onward, that's the standard where I want it to be. That's what standard I want for the show. The second Halloween episode, that's the pinnacle for me. That's the one. That one is the only one that I rated 10 out of 10 across the board for 30 out of 30. Because it had the story, it had the comedy, the acting was on point, especially with the hobo. Oh my God, good job, Gwen. You killed it. I love that one. That's where Ben started to show a little bit of his dark side. I love the possessed ball, but I rated it like 28 out of 30. Because it was pretty good, but there's a couple parts I was like, Possessed Ball 2, I rated 27 out of 30. Because while it was fantastic, I love it to death, you can tell that we haven't really acted together before. And there's a lot that we still have to work on, you know? That's kind of where I'm at with it. And then I put all the scores together, and thanks to all of the earlier episodes, we ended up with 388 out of 600, which results in a D- for the show overall, if you include all the old episodes. There were some good ones, but like 1 through 10 were all filmed in 2014. Then you have 11, 12, 13, 14, and I think 15. They were all filmed in 2015. Episode 16 and the Halloween episode that were filmed in 2016. Halloween episode 2 was filmed in 2017. Possessed Ball 1 was filmed in 2018, and then the recent one was 2020. So all the 2014 ones, 1 through 10, there were only like a couple of good ones in there. There was The Montage, New Director, Shoes and Marriage, Dark Horse, and Slinky Moo Moo. Everything else, bye. The standard really started when we got to episode 15. Anyways, there's my rating. This one behind the camera here has to go rate them too.
In the show, John is the director. In real life, you're more of the director of the main show.
I direct a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
All right.
Well, I like directing stuff, but yeah. And another thing I was gonna say too is all of the episodes with Katie and Ben and John are my favorite. Those are always the best ones.
The one here, if you guys don't know this, the house we are currently at is the house that was in the montage episode.
Ben and Katie, I love their dynamic with John.
I am getting water. Do you want to say anything to them before you leave?
Bye.
Wait, you should give them at least an idea of what the next episode's gonna be.
It's how Ben met someone.
There you go.
Done and done.
How Ben met someone?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to say anything to them before I stop it?
Hey! What you doing?